between rugby and soccer, football has emerged as a hugely popular American pastime. In the early 17th century, early settlers played games with inflated balls where mobs of people tried to dance the ball into the goal area by any means necessary. In the 19th century, intramural games started to be played by college. Each college usually had its own rules. Games were very violent, which led to protests. Colleges were pressured to dissolve their football traditions, and many colleges consented. In the late 1860s, colleges began accepting football again. In 1869, Rutgers and Princeton faced off in what is widely considered the first intercollegiate football game. The final score was 64. Yale, Columbia, Princeton, Rutgers met to decide upon standard rules to be used during intercollegiate games. Later, Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Columbia decided to modify these rules to be more similar to rugby and soccer. Walter Camp was the man who changed American football from a variation of rugby or soccer into a distinct sport. In 1880, he proposed a line of scrimmage and a smack. He also suggested down and distance rules where a team was required to advance 5 yards within 3 downs. Many players were getting severely injured in the late 1800s and early 1900s. The major problem was the common strategy to arrange all players in a formation like the flying wedge and charge against the opposing team, who was also often in the formation. President Theodore Roosevelt threatened to shut down the game unless it was made safer. Colleges met and decided to create the NCAA in response. It was quickly agreed to get rid of mass formations and introduce forward passes. Also, it was mandated that at least 7 players be on the line of scrimmage at the snap, which lessened collision injuries. Bob Warner, the coach of Jim Thorpe, improved on single wing and double wing formations, and also was one of the first to effectively utilize the forward pass. Football has since evolved into a national phenomenon that is a cornerstone of culture.